It is the Frank and Friends Show. Hi, I'm Frank Murphy.
I'm Kathryn Frady.
Hi, Kathryn.
Hey, Frank. How's it going?
I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm happy that you're here, of course.
Thank you.
It's getting closer to the big day. Your world premiere opera.
It is.
It's coming up on Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It's been keeping me busy. Busy. And now I have to sell. I think we have other things to talk about before I get into that.
But tease what you're going to say. Yeah. It's okay.
I mean, I have some exciting news about the production, and it's getting ready to sell out. But there's so much going on in that time that I only accept complaints on certain days.
Okay. We'll find out if that is today or not, and what I've got to complain about. But we do want to urge you to support the Frank and Friends Show with some fabulous Frank and Friends Show merchandise, including the mugs, which we like to have here on set. We've got our logo that you can find on canvas prints and beach towels,
cell phones, pint glasses.
Cases. Oh, I need to get some of the pint glasses, don't I? That would be that'd be good for your hard cider drinking, I think.
It really would be. But you can find all of that at frankandfriendshow.com/store.
Yeah, and kudos also to congratulations to everybody at the Kima Cabaret for a fantastic weekend raising funds and doing just great work for our community.
Yeah.
So I'll mention real quick that this coming Thursday, when you've got your World Opera premiere, I'm also going to be helping out a charity. The PJ Parkinson's support group is having a front page Follies style reunion, if you will. We're going to sing songs about Matt Henkin and honor him at the press room, and that's pjparkinsons.org.
That's great.
All right, so Frady, what do you mean complaints?
Well, I have this rule that, and I tell the casts every time they come in. That's like part of my opening first day speech, that complaints are for Wednesdays. Please, if you have any questions or have any problems at all, please feel free to come and talk to me. But just keep in mind that complaints are for Wednesdays.
Which is also
the day off.
Your day off.
Yes, and theirs. And
they get off Wednesdays
They get Wednesdays off.
And
you can only complain between the hours of 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you must be available for a response to said complaint.
Oh.
Because the worst thing is to receive a complaint at like midnight, or like late at night, and then you can't get in touch with the person, and then you're like, well, why are you sending me something when I can't talk to you about it?
All right, I can relate to that. I remember one year at the Secret City Festival, I introduced the bands, and then I get a drunk text from somebody at 11 or 12 o'clock at night saying I didn't mention the troops. And I'm like, well, I wasn't supposed to.
But now I can't even tell you that.
I didn't know I was supposed to, so I didn't know what to do. I'm going to get into an argument with this guy. It's clearly, I just wrote back, thanks, I'll mention it tonight, or the next night, whatever it was, Saturday, and then, what can you do?
What are you going to do?
But that way I wasn't able to, didn't have to lose sleep over it.
That's right.
But when you said complaints are for Wednesdays, it's funny where my mind went. I went in a different direction.
Oh, where'd you go?
When Jerry and I both worked at the box office at Wolf Trap Farm Park for the Performing Arts, and when someone called in a complaint, we would tell them they had to talk to Mrs. Friday.
And so they had to wait till Friday?
Well, no, they just send any complaint you have, you call the box office and you ask for Mrs. Friday, and she'll take care of you.
Okay.
And then ultimately we also got a Miss Monday, I think, but
nice.
But we had Mrs. Friday. There was no real person named Mrs. Friday. What it meant was anybody could be anyone could be Mrs. Friday. I couldn't, but anyone with a female voice could be Mrs. Friday if need be.
Yeah.
There was one lady who was the main Mrs. Friday.
I see, yeah.
But what it meant was when a call came in from Mrs. Friday, it was a red flag saying that you're a complainer and handle with care. This is one of these artsy-fartsy patrons who is unhappy about any number of, could be the pigeon poop on their seat, because it's an open air, barn of a theater.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. When you said, I thought, maybe like Wednesday Addams, with complaints, you direct those to Miss Wednesday.
I like that tactic. It's really good.
Yeah.
But, for me, it's just more that I want to be able to talk to people if they're feeling upset or something like that. And I find that most people nowadays just want to complain about something and then walk away and just let you live in it.
Stew in it? Yeah, that's no fun.
And that's no fun,
I don't endorse that.
No.
Huh.
Yeah, I feel like you have to be available to have a conversation.
All right, does it, see now when I heard you describe it, I assumed that no one ever bothered, that you got zero complaints
I really
that way.
haven't gotten any complaints since I started doing this speech.
Because the main thing is they have to be able to hear you talk back to them and say, this is what's wrong with your complaint. This is why you're wrong and I'm right.
I don't know how you would imagine that I would be that way, Frank.
Because I'm Fancy Frady.
It's an illusion. But you know what? It does make me want to drink.
Well, is it cold?
It is cold.
I tried to ice that down for you. This is, we did a Seymour Smokies episode. You're going to need a bottle opener now.
It's quite possible
Jerry?
that I might, but maybe I'll be fancy.
Can you bring a bottle opener? No, don't hurt your hand, because that would make your hand not fancy.
That's true.
Anyway, remember, we got Mo the tortoise back here. The reason I got the hibiscus-flavored hard cider was because I thought, oh, I have a tortoise that used to eat hibiscus flowers who is dead and taxidermied. Thank you. Here, look at this. Let me figure out how to... I think you work it like that.
Yeah,
you do it.
Okay.
You drink more cider than I do.
Well, everyone processes things differently. So this is how I deal with complaints.
All right.
I actually haven't received any, but oh, look at that.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Thank you. We haven't actually tasted the hibiscus one, so this is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't part of the taste test.
I just splashed some on the iPad, I think. Did it?
Did you? No.
Well, yeah, I clearly did.
Oh.
I'm worried that it,
It's like
all right, I'm making them.
no cider near the computers. No magnets near the computers. No cider.
I know, I've messed up everything. All right, well, cheers to you, Freddie.
Cheers.
Here we go.
That is nice. Sweet and floral. And you can keep it close to me. Thanks.
Are you going to put a cork in it and take it home? What are you going to do?
Well, I might drink some more. You never know. Yeah.
It's very nice.
Nice.
I have had more to drink on camera with you than I think.
In your lifetime?
Possibly.
Really?
Possibly.
Well, I'm proud
I think
of
it's.
Being such a good influence.
I mean, look at the episodes we do for Seymour Smokies. What was the first one you did? Was the wine trail.
The wine tour, yeah.
Was it the Rocky Top Wine Trail?
Yep.
And then we've also done beer. I don't normally drink beer, but you had me at
yeah.
Gatlinburg Brewing.
Yeah, that was good too.
I guess I don't mind a moonshine tasting. Those amuse me. We've done
the moonshine.
that, and then we did the hard cider place.
Yeah.
And then another winery.
Did we do another winery? Oh, yeah, that's
where
right.
they have
With the mead.
mead. So I mean, you can check all these out. There's a playlist actually for the Seymour Smokies episodes, and another playlist for the Frank and Friends show episodes. And the main thing we want you to do is please, please, please get your friends to subscribe. That's why if you see me, ask me for one of these business cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that I can.
Subscribe.
They're working on the house again today.
I know. I hear that.
Yeah. I didn't realize they were going to be working on this side of the house today.
Well, we might have a special guest for you later.
Come barging through the walls, whatever is going
They're
on.
like the Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah.
Good reference.
Thanks. Well,
I was trying to get a subscriber. Have you been doing that too? Have you forced all your... Would you make your cast subscribe?
Yes.
You're the boss. You can make them do anything.
That's right. It's a part of, when you want your check, you have to subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And ring that bell.
Smash that button.
That's a great idea, Kathryn.
Yeah. And all of the board members from board meetings.
Well, you can't even get them to do anything.
Well,
can you?
Yeah.
I mean,
actually quite a lot of people who do things.
Okay, because I feel like I'm the goody two shoes board member who does all the things he's supposed to do.
You did ask for a gold star recently.
Oh, that was supposed to be a joke. What did I do? I don't remember.
You helped me look for a violinist.
Oh, but it failed. It didn't
did
work
fail,
out. She was unavailable.
So do I get to remove your gold star now?
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
But I think it doesn't count.
No, it doesn't.
Effort.
It doesn't count unless what's the point?
But it was effort.
If you take a test in
tried.
school and you work really hard at it and you score a 0.
Well, you didn't try beforehand, right?
I mean, you did your best. Whatever, it's the physical fitness test, and you're trying to do a pull-up, and you're trying as hard as you can, but at some point you just fall face first into the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still get a 0.
Well, I still don't think it's your fault. I mean, you supplied good people. who might be available for another performance.
All right. Yeah, they are good people. So
you can still have half a star.
But you know what I mean, is when it said everyone's got to buy your season tickets, everyone's got to pay your extra donation. These are requirements when you join a board. It's in the
bylaws,
rules, you know these things. It's not a secret. So I felt like Jerry and I were like, okay, well, that's the rules. We got to send in our...
Them's the rules.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I meant.
Well,
everyone does it.
Everyone does it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't feel so special.
We have a very good board.
So now the board has to subscribe to your show.
To our show.
I'm sorry. Hello. They're not knocking to come in. We're gonna have to cut this episode short, but it might be one of my favorite episodes ever. I'm just gonna start drinking more.
I mean, that's Frank. It's literally what we were talking about, because this is how I process complaints. Random people trying to break in.
No, they're just working on the wall, is what they're doing.
People doing things different directions.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, let's talk about Steve's tree service real quick, because this reminds me of the time that they were here cutting down trees in my backyard with, of course, it's a loud production. It's a big noise. And I think I've told the story at the time, but the man who used to live in the house behind me, he's since sold, he was so curious, he comes walking up the hill while they're cutting trees without telling anybody. And thank goodness that Steve and his crew, land the tree where they're supposed to land.
They're very good at their jobs.
This guy was, if the tree had fallen the wrong way, this guy would have gotten
that would not have been good
with
for
a branch or something. But Steve and his crew landed it exactly where it was supposed to go. And then the guy says, "Oh, hi." And I'm like, "What are you doing here? We've taped off this area. You're not supposed to be in this area." "Oh, I was walking up the hill." Say hi. Well, anyway, he sold his house and probably got a better price for it because of the beautiful landscaping along his property line, thanks to Steve's Tree Service. So call Steve and Renee, and I know they even have some openings for some more of the crew. They've got the tree climbers who are the experts, and then you can work your way up. I saw that they were advertising on Facebook for some new crew members, and they're a good bunch to work for. Steve and his wife Renee. I mean, the guy's favorite band is Styx.
Oh, well.
And he deals with trees.
Well,
get it?
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So
that's good.
That's Steve and Renee. Call them anytime about the job or about getting them to come out and give you an estimate. 865-257-6214, 865-257-6214, and you'll see why they're expert at cleanup, why they're expert at dealing with taking care of older people. You can send them over to your mom or dad's place to take down some trees, get some yard work done over there, and why they're great to work for. 257-6214.
That's great.
All right. So I tried to get a new subscriber. Who did you get?
Who did I get?
Anybody?
I haven't gotten anybody. I failed.
Oh.
Speaking of failing.
Well, you'll get somebody.
I'll get somebody.
Who I got was my dental hygienist.
Oh.
Now I had to subscribe to her son's. She's got a kid in high school who's got a classic rock cover band. I had to subscribe to his YouTube.
Okay.
But
all's fair.
But so imagine the scenario. I'm getting my teeth cleaned. And I got a very, very good report. They said, "What have you been doing?" I said, "Well, I'm brushing with I use the mouthwash, whitening mouthwash, and I even flossed a couple of times."
Nice. Oh, well, fancy.
Not that much, but enough that they noticed. So that's a secret.
And you think that I'm fancy.
No, I mean, I used to get yelled at for not flossing. I'm like, how do they even know? But I flossed a few times, not a lot, but a few times over the course of the 6 months, enough that they noticed.
That's great.
So it made me happy. Well, anyway, so here I am.
So while you're there,
so you be Melody, the hygienist, and I'll be like, we don't have to act it out all the way. You can if you want to. If you want,
I take direction well.
Yes, if you want to go ahead and stick things in my mouth while I'm talking. But imagine that she's going at it, and she's asking. I've just told her, since I was here last time, I don't have a full-time job anymore. I'm trying to make money on YouTube by getting people to subscribe, and then it's back to it. So you're her. So that's what I've just said. All right, so carry on. Carry on the
Oh,
conversation.
okay. So what do you do now?
Okay.
Oh, you really?
Podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You have a podcast. Okay. Yes, and it's on YouTube.
Can you subscribe?
Okay, yeah, sure, I can subscribe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can do that. But then you have to subscribe also to my son's, his band. Yeah. So you do that first, and then I'll subscribe to yours.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I did it.
I'm sure.
I did it.
Yeah, you did it. Okay.
No, I mean, I don't want to.
You want to?
And I know.
Yes.
I will.
So,
I'll get home.
all right, give me your phone. Subscribe to his band. Good. Done. You're welcome. I have no idea. I've lost it. We're all fine. Fine? I don't know. I've lost it now.
I'm supposed to say Frank and Friends show.
Frank and Friends show.
So next time I go to the dentist, I'll just wear one of my refrigerator magnets right on
there. There you go. Yeah. I think that was pretty good. It's a pretty good reenactment.
Yeah, it was accurate, very accurate. But anyway, so Melody, the dental hygienist, who also sings and is very musical, and her whole family is, her name is Melody. She can't help it. So she subscribed, and that made me happy. And then we've also gotten a few of the fans of the old K-Rock Kevin and Bean show have signed up.
That's great.
And a few other oddballs here and there at the cave with Dr. Bass.
Nice.
This young woman says to me, actually a mom, this mom says to me, her name was like Shani, or Shanae, Shani.
You say Shanae, I say Shanae.
I don't remember, because it was like Shania, but without the I, but I think she said Shanae.
Okay.
Shani. She says to me, oh, what's Frank and Friends show? Is that your podcast? And I said, yes, it is. She says, oh, because my daughter really was excited and misses you on the radio. And then here she is Hannah. So here's Hannah, this gorgeous young woman. And I'm thinking, okay. And I still have that disconnect a little bit. And then it starts to dawn on me. Hannah says, a lot of people my age really miss hearing you on the radio. And I said, oh, are you 25 to 28?
And the answer was yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
So she said she's going to send it out in a group text.
Nice.
That you should subscribe to the Frank and Friends show. But they were so sweet. Obviously, they're fans of Dr. Bass. But the last time we had one of these gigs was 2 years ago, and I had a radio job.
Right.
And they didn't know about Lake FM because, I'm on it, they don't advertise it or anything, they don't publicize it.
Right.
And I told them about that if they wanted to listen to the classic hits. But they were especially excited because that was what they liked about my involvement in the old morning show on Star was I would tell stories just like I'm telling you now.
Right.
These kind of exact same stories is what they missed. And I had on my red hoodie and they're like, sign up.
That's awesome.
So Hannah and Shania and, now her sister, hang on a second. Oh boy, well, I'm out on that one.
Comment. Let us know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't write it down. It'll probably come to me as soon as we stop recording. I'm going to scream out the name.
That's right. Well, that's so exciting. Thank you for signing up, for sharing with your friends.
Anything else that we wanted to hit on your list? Because Wednesdays are complainings.
Wednesdays are for complaining. But, I think the other thing is really that you asked me a few episodes ago if I was Peter Pan.
Yeah, I'm wondering, because you wouldn't grow up. There's something that you made it sound like you weren't going to grow up.
Yeah, I was walking around asking myself, am I ever going to grow up? I don't know why this occurred to me.
I won't grow up.
Yeah.
I won't grow. I don't want to go to school.
I don't want to go to school.
Something.
Exactly.
Stupid rule.
Yeah.
It's from the Mary Martin version of Peter Pan.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know, getting older, but I can't grow up.
You can't get older because if you get older, then I get older.
I don't know. Every time I'm like, well, am I going to be an adult, at 50? Or will I be an adult at 60? Will I be an adult at 70? That's when I feel like I should start being an adult, is at like 70.
Well, what makes you an adult?
I have no idea. Doing cooking, actually, because I think that's where it really came from, is because I don't cook for myself ever. I always order food.
Okay.
And I'm like, am I really going to still be ordering DoorDash at 70 years old? Or am I going to actually learn to cook something
You'll
for
probably
myself?
order it more so at that age.
It'll be Meals on Wheels. Oh, that's good. Now I feel better. I can just transfer from DoorDash to Meals on Wheels.
All right.
Perfect.
See,
Okay, great. So I don't have to grow up. Fantastic.
I felt that I grew up earlier than usual.
Okay.
Because it was, and this is, I don't mean to be sad about this, but the two things that I think make you a grown-up are death of a parent, birth of a child. So really big matters of life and death.
Yeah.
So your parents are alive.
They are.
So of course you're not grown up. You've still got mommy and daddy.
I don't have to. Well, even when, I'll still have my older brother too. He can take their place. I have got Uncle Frank,
Yeah, oh boy. But I guess that's what I mean though, is, I was only 21 when my father died, and it changes everything about your perspective. At that age. So, and I don't mean that as a downer at all. I mean that it was a huge growth experience for me. And yes, it was sad, but I also decided to move forward. I was thinking about a young girl whose mom died, and this young girl had just started taking improv through her high school. And one of the things, if I ever get to see her at this improv festival or anywhere, I want to tell her, keep doing improv, because as sad as it is that your mom died at 51, improv at least gives you some
outlet,
training, and some basis into accepting what's real and not moving forward like you're ignoring it, but adding on to it, building
I like
on
that. The layers that you add, because it's yes and.
Right. So yes,
so
your mom.
True.
Yes, your mom died. Yes, my dad died. But I can't change that. However, I can and on top of it, and I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to totally destroy my life about it. I'm going to honor his memory, and I'm going to go on and have the career that I told him I was going to have, and I'm going to da-da-da.
That's great. I like that.
You know?
Yeah.
So
that's very nice.
All based on that sad fact, but you can't deny reality. He died. So that to me is all right. I didn't need to get that.
No, that's good.
That's
good.
This is supposed to be a comedy show.
Oh well. Well, we have Mo to cheer us up.
You know what I can do?
And a little bit of alcohol.
I know we have to wrap because they're about to crash through the wall behind us. But let me mention that the show Up Close. The reason Frady is the co-host of this podcast.
Yeah.
If you want to get right down to it, comes to that fateful night.
Set the stage.
That fateful night when East Tennessee PBS says to me, "You can have the half-hour interview show." And I said, "Great, when is it?" And it was like 6 days from now. I'm like, "Oh, that's soon." But I'll still do it. Of course, I can interview somebody, just half an hour. And then I said, what do I have to do? Who are we going to interview? And they said, "Well,
you choose.
Pick somebody." Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, great." So
choose somebody you're comfortable interviewing.
And I chose you.
Ta-da!
So that's what happened. And here you are so I interviewed you that night, and it went well. And you didn't see it.
I haven't seen it still. Yeah.
They put it just days ago. Just days ago.
So exciting.
They finally put it online on the PBS Passport app. So anybody in America who has PBS Passport could theoretically look up this show called Up Close with Frank Murphy.
Oh, I love it.
And there you are, episode 1, season 1, episode 1, Kathryn Frady.
That's exciting.
And I'm thrilled about it. And there's another episode, I guess, that is on, I think, tonight at midnight.
I don't know why they want to play it at midnight, but...
Well, once it's online, once it's on a demand, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
It can be on any time.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
So, but the point is, that I think the episode that's on tonight is the Jeff Joslin episode. And they send me a message, and they say, and Freddie, you know how all the times we've recorded and I've made a mistake and it didn't turn the mics on, or they were, or the wrong mic was on, or the sound was like,
right, yeah.
Do you ever see me get really super upset about it?
No.
Right, and you know why? Because we got to yes and it. You got to accept the reality of it and then move forward.
Just move forward.
But they called me up. This is the professional station. They said, "Man, the sound is off on the intro for the Jeff Joslin episode. It's 20 seconds. You're going to have to redo it."
You're like, "Well, all right."
I said, "Okay, well, I should probably wear the same clothes."
Yeah. What was I wearing?
So I'm like, "Well, we'll get a screen grab and we'll send you the screen grab." So look at what they sent.
Oh my goodness. What is your face here?
I mean,
why do you look so angry?
don't know. I mean, I think it was just maybe I was waiting to go on. Or I mean, it's 20 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to get. But here's the thing about it is I had grown out. I don't know if you remember, but from the Valentine's episode or the where I'd done the wear red for hearts.
Yeah.
I had really started to grow my beard longer,
Yeah.
kind of in that pandemic style.
Right.
You know, and I was growing
in.
a little longer here and a little thinner on the sides just to kind of elongate the face. My stylist says,
Sure.
you know, yes, you want to do this, and
yes,
elongate
very
the face, make your cheeks look a little less fat. And she can talk to me like that. So she says, do that. And then I get this picture. I'm like, oh, I recorded this back in November when I was still trimming the beard with the number 1 attachment, and now I'm using the number 3. What am I going to do?
So do you think that you know, made your beard look correct for the picture?
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean,
good.
I trimmed it back to the way I always used to do it. I mean,
Right.
that's, you don't,
Right.
don't forget. And I went to the closet and I found the tie and I found the shirt and I found
That's good.
everything. And I went down there and it was 20 seconds. They're like, okay, that's it.
Thanks for coming down.
Just it's 20 seconds. Just
Yeah.
say the words. I still have the script.
It's like 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was worth it. I mean, you know.
Yeah. You got to get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
So anyway, I'm pretty sure that's on tonight, Tuesday night.
midnight.
Well, except it's actually going to be on at 12:30 because the stinking front line keeps running overtime. So
Silly front line.
anyway, set your
12:30.
DVR, or look better yet, go to the PBS Passport once they post it. And Jeff Joslin talking about his high school and college football coach, Ken Sparks, a really inspirational, great story that he made a documentary about. Find the Kathryn Frady episode.
Episode 1.
The guy about the Bears is good, Joel Zachary.
Oh, fun. That's fun. You got a lot of good people that you.
Well, we've
interview.
recorded 10 so far, and we've aired 5, so tonight will be 6.
Okay, good.
And then eventually they'll all get on there.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. That's awesome.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, Frady. I appreciate your. I know we got to go. We're running overtime here, but do get audio entertainment from Audible.com because they've got it. And if you go to audibletrial.com/FrankenFriendsShow, man, oh man,
We're in store for you. You can download 1 free episode of anything that you want. A book, a podcast, or
yeah, I would use it
anything
on
that you like.
the most expensive, longest audiobook you
longest
can
audiobook
find.
you
Is what I
can
would do.
find. Yeah.
Whatever you can get for 1 credit during that first 30 days. Totally take advantage of it, and then after that's done, keep Audible and keep downloading things and keep listening to things, streaming things. It can become your podcast app because it's got, I think, as far as I know, every podcast, including ours, and it keeps your place. It's like a bookmark, you know, an audio bookmark, if you will. So if you're listening on the iPad, and then you go to bed, you know, take that to bed, and you're listening to that, or on your Kindle, or on your Amazon Echo.
Then you can listen on your phone later. You
Yeah.
can listen in your car, and it'll save your spot.
It's really across devices. It just keeps picking
great.
up wherever you left off. So like if you're listening to some fabulous Agatha Christie mystery, you know, with proper cast, you know, characters and not combining like they do in the movies.
Right. You're still upset about that. You may have to go to therapy for it a little bit.
They took characters from the book and just mashed them into one person to save time.
Need to keep drinking.
All right.
You know,
Thank you so
complaints
much.
are for Wednesday.
All
It's
right,
Tuesday.
All right.
It's Tuesday.
Today's 222 Tuesday.
Oh, fantastic. 222 Tuesday.
22.
22. That's great.
So there.
Yeah.
At least I mentioned it.
Yeah.
Some people are doing whole shows based on that.
That's for next week. I'm just kidding. We'll do it later.
Yeah, we don't care. Thanks for watching, listening, liking, sharing, subscribing,
Smashing that button.
and telling your friends, including you, Hannah. You got to tell everybody in that group text about us like you promised.
Yes, please.
About the Frank and Friends show. And we'll talk to you again next time. I'm Frank Murphy.
I'm Kathryn Frady.
Bye.